Hello guys, Greg here. So I've been tagged in the Fragrance Reviewers Tag video series. Basically this is an idea that Lupe came up with. Lupe's channel is the Lupe Experience. And the idea behind it was to ask a series of questions to fragrance reviewers about things they've bought, things they like, things they've blind bought, a whole series of things. So I was tagged by Ed. Ed's channel is Lucid Scents. I'll leave a link below for Ed's channel. But go and check Ed out. He's a great guy. He's very eloquent, very knowledgeable. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, go and have a look. I was also tagged by Raj. I'm sure you guys know Raj. Raj's channel is 8RK7. And Raj basically tagged anyone in the UK to participate in the video. So thanks to you two guys for including me. I'm going to leave a link below for all of the other fragrance reviewers that have participated. If I have missed anyone out, apologies. Just drop me a line if you want to, and I'll amend the video description and add your link in there. So I've got 12 questions, so I'm going to crack on. Let's have a look at the first one, which is, what are your earliest fragrance memories? I think mine is probably from when I was primary school, about 4 years old, I reckon. And it was my primary school teacher's perfume. I guess she was in her 30s at the time, and it's a fragrance. I don't know what it was, but it's something that I still smell sometimes today, and that's like well over 30 years ago. So I smell it now on maybe ladies in their 50s and 60s, and it's one of those fragrances that kind of takes you back. If I smell it on someone and I'm walking through town or something, it takes me back to sitting in that classroom. Quite a weird sensation, but I think that was the first memory I can think of. Second question, what was your first fragrance purchase? I'm pretty sure this was a fragrance called High Karate. Now I don't know whether you guys in the States and South America and Europe and other places know this fragrance, but in the UK it was really popular for kids between the age of 8 and 12 back in the 80s. Because it came in a gift set with like a shower gel and a talcum powder, and everyone was wearing High Karate, and that's pretty much I think the first thing I bought, and I would have been about 8 at the time, or had bought for me anyway. Next question, first niche purchase. That was Creed's Original Vetiver. On another forum I was on, I think it was like a boxing forum, people were talking about Creed's Green Irish Tweed being the greatest fragrance ever. So I went into a store near where I live, it's called Phoenix, and they had the whole lineup of Creeds, and I went in to check Green Irish Tweed. So what I did was I got a tester, tested every single one of them, wrote down the name of the fragrance and took it away. And at that time Original Vetiver was the one that I liked most and ended up buying it. Still really like it now. So yeah, Original Vetiver was the first niche purchase. Next question. First blind buy. Not 100% sure, but I think that this was a fragrance called Jacquemus Rouge. It's a real cheapie. It's less than £25 in the UK. It's a vanilla tonka incense fragrance. Actually really good. It's one that it's kind of, if you like Le Male, I think you'd like this. They don't smell anything alike, but they've got the same kind of, I don't know, the same sort of vibe about them. It's just a similarity in their composition. So yeah, I think Jacquemus Rouge was the first blind buy. Next question, best blind buy. I've got quite a few. I've got more bad ones than good ones, but probably the best one was this Jaipur Homme, which I've done a review on. Yeah, I won't say too much about it, so I've done a review. You can check that out if you want to find out about the fragrance, but absolutely beautiful fragrance, best blind buy I've had so far. Worst blind buy, I haven't got them to show you because I got rid of them. I don't keep things that I don't like. 2, Thallium, the original, which a lot of people in Fragcom love. I think it's horrid. Can't stand it. And Grey Flannel, thanks to Dan Mymickers. He doesn't like it, but because he talked about it, I bought it, and he's right, it's shit. So I got rid of that one as well. For favourite fragrance notes, I've got lots, but I'll narrow it down. I say iris, leather, musk, violet leaf and lavender. If I had to really narrow it down, I'd go with those. Lots of others I like, but yeah, they're the best ones. So, favourite fragrance house. Going to cheat like a lot of people have. I can't narrow it down. There's 3. Dior Homme and Fahrenheit, 2 of my favourite fragrances ever. Creed, and Tom Ford, the Private Blend collection. So there's 3. Can't split them. They're my 3 favourite houses. What fragrance best describes you? This one, Rive Gauche. The reason being, it's quite calming, quite chilled, relaxing, and as I've said before, and as Mark said on his video, it smells like a dad, which is pretty much what I am. It's what most of my time is devoted to, my kids. So I would say Rive Gauche is the fragrance that describes me. Next question. Favourite fragrance? You guys that follow me will know this. Fahrenheit. This is getting pushed pretty close. There's a few catching it up, but still my favourite fragrance so far. Next question, number 11. Fragrance profile. A lot of people have answered this in different ways, so I'm not entirely sure what the correct way to answer this. But I'm going to say that my fragrance profile, or the way I lean towards, is oriental fragrances, woody, spicy, woody, floral, musk fragrances. That's kind of the vibe where I'm at, what I prefer. And the final question, if I can see it, what are your fragrance resolutions going forward? So I have a few. Quite a few of these came up in David's video that he did, so I'm going to be careful what I say now, because he was taking the piss out of people's what people say. But stop blind buying so much, definitely, that's one. I do a lot of that and my success rate is terrible. Another thing that David put in his comedy video, only keep what I like, but I've started to do that anyway. I've got rid of a lot of fragrances that I don't like. Anything that I rate as less than 8 out of 10 has gone, and I won't be keeping stuff just for the sake of it. The main resolution for me is to keep my spending neutral, and what I mean by that is I've spent a lot of money on fragrances in the last couple of years, and what I'm working on now is if I want something new, I have to sell something of the equivalent value before I buy it, because I've spent enough for the time being on my fragrance collection. So one in, one out, or whatever. If I want to spend £150 on a new fragrance, I may have to sell 2 or 3 others to get that £150. I'm going to try and be disciplined and stick to doing that. So that's my resolutions, and that's the end of the 12 questions. So again, thanks to Lupe for the idea. Thanks for the guys Ed and Raj that tagged me in. What was I going to say finally? Got to tag someone. So the person I'm going to tag is a UK reviewer. His name's Sam, and his channel is 619Wisey, and I will put a link down below for Sam's channel, so check him out. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Glad to be a part of this, and I'll catch you all soon. Cheers.